Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today's quick video is going to be about the Chieftan Mark V. Obviously it's a main battle tank, crew of 4, commander, gunner, loader and driver, 55 tons in weight, and it had a Leyland L60 diesel multi-fuel injection engine producing 695 horsepower. This tank was a lead-on from the Centurion, which was a very popular and successful design. And one of the concerns during the design, given that this was built during the Cold War, or came into service during the Cold War, was that fuel may be hard to get. So rather than just building it either on a gas turbine or a diesel engine, they decided it would also be able to run on biofuels, which was a great idea, provided a lot more scope of efficiency for obtaining fuel. But unfortunately, in the real world, it was a calamity. At any given time during most of the service of the Chieftan, only around 35% of vehicles were in operational readiness at any one time. With the low horsepower, the 695 horsepower the Leyland engine put out, it was quite slow, had difficulty on high slopes, and its cross-country performance did suffer. It did have a good 120mm rifle gun at a high rate of fire for the first minute, 10 rounds for the first minute, and then 1 round per minute thereafter. Different variants were employed during the 30-year service of the Chieftan, from the original version up to the Mark X, and the design lasted 30 years, from 1965 through to 1995. So a few of the other variants that were employed by the British Army included anti-aircraft, mine clearing, weapon carriers, and bridge laying. Interestingly enough, this tank was initially being developed in cooperation with the Israelis, but due to political reasons, as the British were still quite close to a lot of the Middle Eastern countries, Israel was denied access to this vehicle, and the British end up selling 700 units to Iran, 270 to Jordan, 27 to Oman, and even Kuwait during the first Gulf War still had 175 of the Chieftan vehicles within service. And it was then found during the Iraq War that even Iraq had captured 75 from Iran and were actually using those as well. Overall, look, the vehicle's well armoured, got good armour piercing capability through its great 120mm smooth bored rifle, but it lacked reliability, and particularly shots in the rear made it vulnerable. Sit back, enjoy this video, give me some feedback on Facebook, let me know what you thought. Constructive criticism is always welcome, and if there's anything else you want me to cover as a topic, by all means let me know on Facebook. Anyway, bye for now.
Black Company, don't let cartel forces steal our hardware from the train. Hold them up while we clear the tracks. Incoming intel. Stand by, Black Company. It looks like the cartel has some SATCOM trucks trying to download intel from servers that may or may not be on that train. Destroy those trucks before they steal our intel, and I'll throw in a bonus check.
Identify target. Hostile PC. Identify. Hostile tank. Identify target. Hostile PC. Target down.
part of the train is safe. Don't let your guard down. Blood Company, enemy forces are moving for the freight cars. Careful now. Looks like you've really pissed them off.
Identify. Hostile tank. Identify target. Hostile tank. Identify. Hostile tank. Identify. Hostile tank.
Looks like you got all the SATCOM trucks. We'll send in a team to salvage what we can from them. Watch out! Enemy forces haven't given up yet. They're headed to the engine room.
Identify. Hostile tank.
work. You bought us enough time to clear the tunnels and tracks. Thank you for stopping the cartel here.